Hello everybody, this is Furniture Bobbin here, and welcome back to Train Simulator 2, where today we'll be driving on the Rosworth Vale route, which I believe is the last of the default routes. Actually, yes, it is. Well, technically, we actually still have one more default route to look at after this one, but this is pretty much the last of all of the main default routes that you get here in Trainz Simulator 2. So we've been to Same Country USA, Outback Australia, British Midlands, then the Highville Valley Industries, Australia, Waterbuck Caribbean, and here we are at the Rosworth Vale. So, obviously we're going to be driving, duh, but what are we driving then? Well, so as I mentioned in the past couple videos, these new to Trainz mobile routes that were introduced in Train Simulator 2 only have one pre-planned scenario in them, and the rest of them you have to pay for. And I was like, well, okay, what do we do then? Well, I had a very interesting idea. You may have already noticed I've selected a particular scenario. So, I have decided to make my own scenario. Yes, today we're going to be running a scenario that I made myself. Not a default scenario, not a payware scenario, a scenario made by me. Because the cool thing about Trainz is that you can make your own scenarios completely for free. Once you get the game, well, guess what? You have access to do whatever you want. So, that's what I decided to do today. Instead of buying another scenario, I figured, let's make a scenario and have a bit of fun. Because, actually, if we take a look, I believe the one... Hang on a minute, where is it? The one scenario they get with this route is the morning passenger route, which I believe has the class... Oh, no, class person pulling some Mach 1 coaches. But we already did it over in the British Midlands. I don't think you guys want to see me driving... Oh, it's a multiplayer game on. I don't think you guys want to see me driving the class 37 with coaches again. No. You want something more interesting. Well, you may have noticed there's this orange locomotive thing. Yes, that's what we're going to be driving today. So, this scenario I've made is called Coal in the Midlands. And, well, it's actually a pretty simple scenario where it's going to be delivering some coal around the Midlands. So, with that being said, let's get started. Before we begin, be sure to check out my Fiverr gig. Link is in the description, as the game has already started. Okay, so we're going to be going in easy mode for this scenario, and welcome to this. I'm not even sure what this locomotive is. I know it's the reason that's turned lights. I know it's a reskin of one of the Australian locomotives. I actually forget what it's called, but yeah, it's the N for Peru, and I actually don't know where this locomotive comes from. I'm not sure if maybe this... Hold on, do you think this locomotive may have been included in one of the payware scenarios that we got? Because, so I've played two of the payware scenarios. Well, I say two payware scenarios on these new routes. I got a payware scenario for the Highland Valley Industries and also one for the Waterbuck Caribbean route. And I'm not sure if this is a default locomotive or this was included in one of those scenarios. Please correct me, because I just realized I'm not sure if this is a payware scenario or a payware locomotive or thing or whatever. But you know what? I figured, well, it somehow wound up in my collection, so let's have some fun with it. We're going to be driving this N for Peru locomotive thingamajiggy with some coal wagons. So the locomotive that we're using for today is Australian, but the wagons they're actually pulling for today are actually British. And we'll be taking some coal around the world. So we're starting here at this coal mine, and we've got 2 stops to make to deliver the coal. So, let's begin. Yes. So, like I said, this is a scenario that I made myself. This is not a scenario that's default. Not scenario. It's actually, this isn't even a scenario that I got off of the down station. No, this is a scenario that I made. And there are some quirks with this. What was I saying? So, okay, I lost my train of thought there. But basically, I figured I would have a go at making Mouse, and I'm gonna turn off the junction overlays for now because I've already set the points to go where we're supposed to go. But anyway, yeah. So there are some quirks with this scenario that we're playing for today. Now, so there are no like actual objectives. In fact, when I put this, so I just threw the scenario together earlier today, actually. Like an hour before I started recording this video. Also, am I crazy or are my headphones on the wrong way? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, so I threw the scenario together earlier today. I was thinking to myself, what equipment should we use? Well, actually, I already decided that I was going to do a coal run. But originally, I was actually going to do using the Class 47. Also, just while we're here, let's also take a look at the route. So, here it is. This is the Rosworth Vale route in its entirety, which is British, of course. And, yeah, there are some AI trains that we'll be meeting in this scenario. Let's go back to our own train. I believe the speed was 25. Okay. That's not so bad. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going crazy or something, or if my headphones are facing the wrong way. Oh well, whatever. I'm sure it'll be alright in the videos. I mean, this is just me as I'm recording the video. Obviously, it'll be good once I'm in post-production. Also, one thing I just realized is that I am going above the speed limit, but that doesn't matter because this is a speed limit that I made. So, or this is a, did I say this speed limit that I made? This is a scenario that I made. So, we don't need to follow any speed limits. And I'll follow the speed limit anyway just to be safe. Also, I did a bit of a runny nose for this video. I don't know what happened earlier, but just out of nowhere I got all these whistles and sneezes. So, I'm a little bit, that's why I'm a little bit stuffy today, and yeah. But I had this video to record today, so I figured let's just do it. My Trainz is a pretty decent coal train as well. But yeah, so so you may be wondering why did I decide to pick this locomotive thing to use in this scenario. Well, I've decided that for the scenario we've entered an alternative universe where British Rail, I guess, I think this is in the British Rail era of things, decided that they wanted to test out some more diesels because a lot of their diesel that they already designed were rubbish and they weren't working properly. So they decided to trial an Australian diesel. Yeah, so that's why we're using an Australian. This is a diesel that's been imported from Australia, and it's on trial for today. And yeah, it's now being trialed on coal runs, as you can see, for this scenario. Aren't I hilarious? But yeah, like I said before, we're gonna be going on the main line. Uh-oh. Wait, turn on the... No, whoops, that's the wrong one. Oh no! We nearly went to the buffers! Uh-oh. I didn't even know this was here. Uh-oh. Train! Oh no. Please stop! No, we just started! I don't want to crash. Train. Okay, I think it's gonna stop. Oh, it's gonna be very close. Oh, that was way too close. We nearly hit the buffers. That was way too close to call. Wow. Yeah, I forgot about these points here. Like, I thought... okay, I know I said earlier, and yes, I swear, I did set the points beforehand in the scenario editor. I just forgot that these points here existed, and then was like, uh-oh, is it set to the siding? And turns out, yeah, it was set to the siding, actually, and we nearly hit the buffers, and we've got to restart the scenario. I think I've actually disabled the ability to put... Oh, no, I think I could put trains down, yeah. Okay, yeah, so if I want to, I could put down trains and stuff, but... Alright, let's go for real this time. Yeah. So, okay, so one of the other things that I also just, am now mentioning, so you may be wondering, well, why were the points were set wrong there? Well, I haven't actually set up, like, any objectives or whatever. Like, okay, so here's what I've done. I have set up the AI trains to go when we get to a certain trigger, but as for my own train, I actually don't have it set to anything. You're just basically just free roaming pretty much. And the reason for that is because, setting up the objectives for the player train here in Trainz is actually pretty complicated. And I got stuff to do later as of the end of recording this video. So, I figured, okay, you know what? Rather than spend the whole day trying to figure out how to make a scenario, I'll do this instead. I'm gonna have like it's gonna be like a free roam thing, and then yeah. Now, yeah. So also you may be wondering, do I plan on doing these sort of I make the scenarios for the future? And I do actually. I do actually plan on doing that. But next time I do make a custom scenario for these videos, I'm actually gonna take the time to set up objectives and stuff, just so we're not, being stupid or anything. Only reason I just skipped on that today is because I actually don't know how that stuff works. So I decided we'll just do this for this video because, again, I didn't have enough time to figure it all out. Well, we're off on the road anyway, so that's fine. Alright, here we are in the British Midlands. Ooh, can I play with the weather though? I think I can. Okay. Ooh, let's make it 12 o'clock. Hang on. 12. There we go. That's midday. Yeah. Obviously, wouldn't be able to do that in like an actual pre-planned, or no, an actual like proper session. This essentially what I'm doing here is like a hybrid scenario, hybrid free roam thing. Because again, I ran out of time earlier to set up this scenario proper. That was my original plan. That I was going to put down the objectives like for me to go on, but then decided, it'll be easy to just do this. Alrighty then. Well then, we're on the move. We're checking the Rosworth Vale route. And welcome to the first normal standard video of the Generation 4 era. Yeah, just a few days ago, we launched Generation 4. But that's a bit weird saying that because I'm actually recording this video on the day that Generation 4 was supposed to be launched. And as of the time I'm recording, it's actually 4 o'clock right now, so I actually have about an hour left to go before Generation 4 actually properly launches, so fingers crossed I'll be able to complete this scenario. Yeah, fingers crossed I'll be able to complete this scenario before I have to go do that. Where are we actually in the route anyway? Like, how big? Oh, okay. I don't think it'll take that long, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Also, you may be wondering where is this scenario gonna take us? I've actually made this scenario specifically to take us on as much of the route as possible. There's still a few bits of this route that we're not gonna see in this video. However, we are going to see the vast majority of the route in this video. Alright, delivering the coal. You know what? Doing these fair runs is kind of like doing a high speed run in a way. Like we don't really have any stations to stop at. Also, I just realized how heavy this coal load is. So, yeah, we will be. Okay, so I should mention before we have to get to our last stop of the second to last stop. Well, okay, so we have 2 stops to make. One of which is an intermediate stop. So we have 1 intermediate stop to make somewhere. Just realizing how bad the brakes are, I'm gonna have to make sure that I actually slow down in time to, not crash into the buffers. Now, granted, we are in like a free roam thingy-majiggy hybrid scenario, so I could just, put down a new console, but I don't really want to do that. I don't want to cheat like that. I want to actually finish this scenario in the train that we started in, which is this thing. Holy moly, how slow do you want me to go? 30 miles per hour? Why? Wait, that's... okay, that's 30. Oh, hey, there's a train! So we're cruising through 3 miles per hour for some reason. But yeah, there's a train! Look at that! Deltic pulling some Mach 1 coaches. It's going pretty slow though, for some reason. Maybe just a part of that station. Goodbye, Mr. Train. Okay, I know that guy was going pretty slow, but I think that's mainly because this, for some reason, we have 25 mile per hour speed limit through this station. In case you're wondering, I didn't actually program the train to stop at the station. He just goes right by, but I guess because the speed was only 25 through here, he, you know, had to obey the speed limit. Which is fine, of course. You know, of course, trains, yeah, the AI trains here in Trainz always obey the speed limits. They never break them. Actually, no. The few times that the AI trains will actually go above the speed limit is if there's like a big speed drop. Like if there's a train that's like in a, let's say there's a train in a 125 mile per hour speed limit zone, and they're actually doing that speed, but then the speed limit goes down a lot to like 50 miles per hour. The train actually, the AI train actually isn't smart enough to get on the brakes. Okay, we're just going really slow here, so I'm gonna just pick up speed a little bit. Again, this is a custom scenario made by me, so speed limits don't matter today, actually. We won't get, oh, okay, speed go up to 40 miles per anyway. But yeah, the only time the AI trains will break the speed limit is if they're going, if there's like a really big speed drop. They will, essentially what they'll do is that they'll actually be above the speed limit, but they'll still slow down until they do get down to the, whatever the speed limit is. Otherwise, AI trains pretty much always obey the speed limits. Although, that being said though, as the player train today, we, however, do not have to obey the speed, because typically, I actually try to follow the speed limit, because it feels like in a lot of these scenarios, if you do break the speed limit, you know, the game will basically apply the emergency brakes. But, because it's a custom scenario made by me, we can actually break that, because I haven't programmed any such feature that, like, gets you for speeding or whatever, where we can go as fast as we want, and the game doesn't care. Actually, that's basically how it is, like in free mode, pretty much. Yeah, free mode is the mode where you can go as fast as you want, and the game doesn't care. It's a pretty good countryside. But yeah, Rosworth Vale. You know, one thing that's just occurred to me. So, I've done a lot of stuff in the past on, like, the first 3 base routes. So, that being City Country, USA, British Midlands, and Outback Australia. I've done a lot of stuff on those 3 routes. However, I don't think I've actually done, like that much stuff in my casual time on these other 3 routes. So, that being Waterbury, Caribay, Highland Valley Industries, and Rosworth Vale. I don't think I've done that much on these 3 routes. I had to come think of it, what did I do in Trainz 2 back in the day? Actually, no, I think I was just getting all the scenarios. Because here's something else. I mentioned, okay, so I mentioned earlier in this video about a class 47. Right? I don't know why, but for all this time, I thought that the class 47, and if you're wondering about which class 47 I'm talking about the one in BR Blue. Okay, so, basically, I thought for all this time that the class 47 in BR Blue was a default locomotive that was like new to Trainz 2. But turns out that is a lie. Also, okay, what's it with these low spins for these stations? What the heck? Yeah, another station. Brah. You know, with how many stations there are, it would actually be a good idea to do a local service. But I think we've already done a lot of passenger stuff here in Trainz too. So I figured let's do some freight. Actually, as far as... Actually, I say that. I think we've only done passenger stuff in like 3 out of the 6 videos that I've made so far. I mean, let's see. So the first Trainz 2 video I did, we did a freight train. Second one I did was actually shunting freight cars, which was a big mess of a video, by the way. Then we drove a passenger train in the British Midlands, then another passenger train after that. Now here we are in a freight train. Pulling coal cars. So if in case you're wondering, I can confirm that these coal cars are default content, but I'm still not sure about this locomotive. Like, I was thinking about, I was just looking through the rail yard just today to see like what locomotives could I use, because I wanna show off all the default content, like these first 6 Trainz 3 videos that, or Trainz 2 videos that I'm doing. I don't want to show off any failure content. But then I looked through the rail yard and I saw this thing, this orange locomotive. I was like, where did this come from? Is this default content, or I had a thunk earlier? Did this locomotive come with that DLC scenario that I played last time in the Boda Carabay route? Well, I might need you guys to tell me on that one because I don't know. In fact, I didn't even know this locomotive was in the game to begin with until just today. Alright, check out where we are on the route, and we are about... Oh, we're actually about to overtake another train. And we're actually about 1/3 of the way through the route now. Actually, we're about to pass another train. Another AI trying to set up. I mean, we should pass one at speed with this being in 60-mile-per-hour zone. I think this engine actually has to keep within like 89 miles per hour. I think this thing actually has the same like engine specifications as the as those other Australian locomotives thingies. This road looks pretty nice. Oh, I've just realized something. You know that white glitch? Hold on. Remember that glitch where the tracks would turn white? I don't think we've seen that today. By the way, in case you're wondering, I did get iOS 16, by the way, so I'm now running iOS 16 on this iPad. Where the heck is that train, by the way? Oh. I went on... it went on this route. Oh, hello, Mr. Freightliner train that we didn't see because he went on the detour. Whoopsies. I didn't think he was going to go that route, though. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to go on that track, yeah. By the way, I haven't tested this scenario, by the way. This is my first time actually playing it. Yeah, I think we're going to come to a stop and admire that, that other, container train for a little bit because I didn't know where it was going to go. I should have, Mr. Train, I should have told you to go onto the main line. Hey, here we go, Class 37 pulling some Freightliner cars. It's going very slow for some reason. Oh, next time I know to make absolute certainty that they go onto the main line. But yeah, there you go, a Class 37 pulling Freightliner cars. That we didn't pass by on the main line because I was too stupid to put it onto the main line. I mean, again, I didn't think it was going to take that path. I thought it was just going to use the main line like a normal train, but no, it didn't. Oh, well, whatever. Alright, let's get back to our own train then. Alright, here we are at, information station. There's no name boards. Okay, I don't think this station actually has the name, though. I think it is, Armandale. There you go. Anyway, top tip for Trainz scenario creators. If you want the player train to meet an AI train, make sure that the AI train is going right next to the player train. I mean, I just thought I was just gonna use the main line, but I was wrong. But next time I'll make sure. Actually, I guess next time if there's like an alternative path route, I should, you know. Wait, that's a red. Oh, it's just turned. Oh, the points there was set wrong. Okay. Alright, keep going. Alrighty. Okay, but that being said, though, we should see the next two. Yeah, because there's two more AI trains that we have yet to see. But we should meet them for absolute certainty this time, though, because there should be no more, like, alternative routes. And, of course, crikey, it's the Rosers. Yep, that's the misfortune of living next to a main road. In case you're wondering if I plan on moving into, like, my own place someday that isn't next to a main road, that's actually the goal. I'm hoping that... I'm actually hoping... I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'm hoping to move into my own place some point in the spring of this year, or, some point this year in general. And wherever that place is that I move to, I'm gonna hopefully make sure it's somewhere that is not on a main road. I'm hoping it's, like, on a side road or something, where it's a little more quiet. Because you know how busy the main roads can be. There's all this traffic, lots of cars going by, and of course, in case of a fire truck or police car or whatever, with their siren blaring. And yeah, I know it's not the most professional thing in the world to have that in my videos, but unfortunately, there's just nothing I can do about it. I mean, I am trying my best to, like, censor the noise by, like, closing up my window and stuff, but the window doesn't even close up all the way, so yeah. I gotta get a place that, you know, is like off a main road, and also has a window that actually does a good job at shielding out the noise that comes from the outside. Man, a lot of speed limit change weather. It seems going up and down and up and down and up and down. There's no consistent speed limit on this route. We're doing 60. It seems that we're just going between 60 and 40 and 60 and 40. It's like me. Up and down, up and down. Up and down. Okay, so this is actually an interesting part of the route, because the route diverges. Oh, Mike's place. Oh, hello. Wait, what's that? I gotta see this. There's a smiley face. Oh, that's kind of disappointing. Anyway, train, Oh, again! Come on! He's on the wrong way. There's a HST going by. Hello. Hello, Mr. HST, that once again is going the completely wrong direction. Ah, the scenario's a disaster. Two more AI trains that I planned to meet, and neither of them took the path that I wanted to go on. Alright, you know what? I've decided, I've changed my mind. Okay, now we're gonna stick to what we were supposed to be doing today, but... Nah. You stupid trains. Okay, once again, let's admire the train going by here. It was going the completely wrong direction. And it went very slow, too. Yay. Actually, wrong roading, I just realized. We're going slow snail and you're going the wrong way. But yeah, class 43 HT that we didn't see go by because I am too much of an idiot to program it to go the correct way. Because here's the thing though with the AI trains here in Trainz 2. They take the most direct route that there is to take. And as you see here, yeah, he found a more direct route than the way I thought it was going to go. And he's not even going the correct way either. I actually had this locomotive up here when initially leading the train, but I guess the AI was like, you know what? I'm going to go backwards. Why? I'm going to have to remake this video at some point. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll come back to this route and I'll make another scenario, but this time I'll actually program the AI trains to go the correct route. Right, let's catch up with our own train then. Actually, you know, I just realized something. I actually have one more train programmed. I think it's gonna go the wrong way. Actually, no. He will actually go the right way. Because I actually set him to a different marker. Okay, yeah. So no, okay. I know I've fumbled up the AI trains multiple times in this scenario, but I can promise you we will see the last AI train. And I will also make sure that next time I make a scenario of my own, I will actually make with absolute certainty that they take the route that I want them to go on, so we actually meet them. Because my thought process was, oh, well, it's a direct enough route, right? Like he'll go from here and then let's go over down here, but no, it's like, no, that's not even the most direct route. I just realized that's actually a longer route. Okay, I take it back. The AI trains in this game, like, okay. So one thing that I've just learned now here in the world of Trainz, first time making a scenario. The AI trains in this game are, basically, if you don't give them enough directions, they'll just go on their own path. So, okay, so top gear, top tip once again for scenario creators of the world of Trainz. Again, okay, so you're gonna have to be very firm with your AI trains and make sure that they go on exactly the path that you want them to go on. Otherwise, they just do stuff like that. Like, that's 2 AI trains that we didn't pass by because I wasn't smart enough to put down extra markers to make sure they go. Like, all I really did was I put down the triggers and then just set them to go to a portal. And that's it. I thought they would be smart enough to go the route that I wanted to go on, but apparently not. Alright, well, whatever. I guess we'll set up the, where we're supposed to go. We're supposed to come here, so I must have the points to go into the, where we're supposed to go. There we go. And because I'm mad now, I'm just going to break the speed a little bit. I don't care. Oh, well, I guess we can at least admire the Rosworth Vale route and see what it looks like without any trains in it, except for the one that we're driving. Okay, so I understand this video is now turned to a little bit of a mess because I didn't set the AI trains correctly to where they're supposed to go. I can turn off touch overlays now. Oh well, lesson learned. Make sure with absolute certainty that the AIs know where they're going. Because one thing that I've just learned today is that if you don't give the AI trains clear enough instructions, they'll just go off on their own path. Like, you could set an AI to do a pretty specific thing, but if it's not specific enough and there's too many alternate routes for them to take, then they'll pretty much just make up whatever route that they think is the quickest. That's just how the AI trains work in Trainz, I guess. So, and here's another thing. Rosworth Vale actually has a lot of markers. Like, this marker is just about everywhere. So, it's not like it's, you know, it's not like there's a lack of markers or anything. The AIs, well, the AIs on this route, they can be intelligent. They will go where you want them to go. But like I said, you have to give them directions that are specific enough. Yeah. So this video has pretty much become a demonstration of what happens when you don't give your AIs very specific instructions. Because when I was in the editor, all I told them to do was wait for the trigger. Wait for the trigger, and then go to a portal. Now, fortunately, we should, and I'm gonna be angry if we don't, but we should meet the last AI train I have planned, as I set him to go to a different marker. A marker that's actually on our path. So yeah, if we don't meet him, then I'll crash through a station wall. Yeah, we'll pull a station joke. Anyway, yeah, all scenario makers out there, if you want to make a custom scenario in the world of Trainz, make sure to tell your AIs where to actually go, or else they'll just pick their own path. Anyway, here we are. So this is going to be our first intermediate stop of the day. First of 2 stops, I should say. Well, first 2 stops total. Okay, let's go a bit slow here. Okay. So here we're going to drop off some of our coal cars. And stuff. And I'll turn on the junction overlays just momentarily. Okay, welcome to Sandsworth, where there is a boat. Oh no, it's a boat. Actually, it's more of a cargo ship, actually. Well, I do have some coal for you, so here you are. Okay, I'm gonna pull into this dock here, and I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna uncouple half of our wagons. Let's see if the train though is, or okay, let's see if the train is can fit in this thingy here. It's gonna be close, actually. We'll be fine. Okay. Alright, good. Actually, we have plenty of space. Alright, let's back up. And we'll just drop off... Okay, my plan is to drop off half of our load. But I'm not sure if we'll be able... Well, let's just see how much space it is in the siding. But yeah. Now, if you're a long-time scenario or session creator for this game, by the way, you're probably cringing. You're like, how in the world is the train going over there when you want to go that way? It's because this is the first time I've made like a session of this sort, you know. I mean, I've done a lot of messing around with the AI trains here in Trainz, but that's mainly just been with the portals. I've never actually made like a session or something, you know. Like a session where we're just doing some, you know, completing objectives. Haven't done it until this video. And I only did that because, yeah. Oh well. Spoiler alert, for the next Trainz 2 video, we'll actually be doing a scenario that's already made. For the next Trainz video. Actually, that was going to be for a while longer. We can come up our train. Okay, I think I have our trains right about here. Alright, let's decouple. Alrighty. So we're gonna leave those trucks here and take the rest of them on the rest of our journey. Okay, now things get a little bit interesting though, because now we have to back out and then back onto the main line. And then we can before we can finish the journey. Alright, come on, train. But yeah, it's probably gonna be a while though to like do another like scenario that I make. Yeah. Really, the only reason you know why I did like a couple paywall scenarios for the past couple routes and a custom scenario for this one is because the include scenarios are just so stupid. Like, I don't know who in the world thought, yes, let's only include one pre-planned scenario, and then we're gonna put no effort into said scenario. The Switch is doing their own thing. Wait, why is that one red? There's no train on that track. Actually, why are all the signals red? Bit weird. Well, also, well, positive thing about this scenario is Since it's a custom scenario, yeah. So I guess there are a couple upsides to me doing like custom scenarios though, because then we can just, yeah. I just really could have gone to the driver editor and I could have, Oopsie. Yeah, I could have had that HST train come by us anyway if I had known all that. That is a long gone. Yeah, he's now. Yeah, on his way to a portal. So yeah, too late, but oh well, at least we know for next time. Alrighty, so next and final stop is over in, well, this guy is Matt Maltom, which isn't too far away, so, yeah. Well, actually, we almost seen the entirety of this route. I actually quite like this route, all things considered. I think I like this route and the What About the Carrot Bay. Highland Valley Industries I like as well, but Highland Valley Industries is kind of a weird route for me though, where it's kind of just like, you know, Highland Valley Industries is more like a playground sort of route and stuff, whereas Rosworth Vale and What About the Carrot Bay are actually have somewhat more resemblance to like actual routes. I mean, one of them is even a linear route that just goes from one city to another. And this one is kind of that way too, except this one has like a loop, kind of. Also, we're by the beach. Alright. Pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, we should... Okay, if that engine isn't going by, we're... Okay, good, he's actually coming this way. Alright. So, I apologize for the fact that we didn't go by those other two AI trains I had programmed in. But we will see this last AI train I have programmed in, and good thing too, because this might be the most interesting one yet, as you shall see. And we're in a tunnel. Here's Capitalist Locomotive, by the way. I think it's exactly the same as a couple of trains. Just pull the horn. There we go. What was a bit delayed there? I think my sound monitoring on OBS is actually delayed a little bit. Change the bell. Is there a bell? No, I guess there's no bell on this thing. But I guess there's one thing that's worth mentioning is that so this is my third video to actually use the new recording method. Oh, I forgot to mention one other important thing. So, remember how like a couple videos ago or something, I just don't remember, but one of my two train videos, one of my two more recent videos, I mentioned how there was like this sort of lottery thing where every time I plugged in my iPad to my capture card to my computer, it would only be a 1 out of 10 chance that the screen would actually pop up. Well, I now have an HDMI splitter, basically what's called. So, to actually bypass this lottery thingamabob, you have to get what's called an HDMI splitter, because the HDMI splitter has, well, not all HDMI splitters, but some have this ability to sort of like decode the protection system thing and stuff. So I now have one of those. So that lottery system is gone now, and now the my iPad screen now shows up in OBS every single time I plug it in now without fault. And here is the train. They're about to overtake. It's going pretty fast as well, and Here is the biggest meme train of them all. Yes, it's a New York Central locomotive pulling coaches because, yeah, we're not just testing Australian locomotives here. We're also testing American locomotives. See him go by again. Well, I can't, it's cameras all over the place, isn't it? But there you go. Yep, I put that there. And I think we're actually almost at our destination, aren't we? No, not quite yet. Anyway, yeah, so as I was saying about my, my new recording method, so one other thing of this new recording method is the way that I actually listen to the game that I'm playing. So previously, you know, and the reason why I went to this new, recording method is because I previously got a headphone jack adapter, so I'd be able to plug in my headphone thing into my iPad, so that way we'll get game audio right from the iPad. Well, unfortunately, I can't. Okay, okay. Well, with this new recording format or recording method, whatever you want to call it, that is no longer the case because now, so now I have an HDMI to USB-C cable running to my iPad. So basically now I have my iPad, which has a USB-C to HDMI cable, which goes into my little box, which decodes the protection thing, the HDMI splitter, which is then plugged into another HDMI cable, which then goes to the capture card, which is plugged into another USB-C cable to USB cable, which is plugged into my computer, and then I have OBS, which has all the things and yada yada, and then I have the monitor, and I have the session monitoring sound things, which basically just goes through my headphones through the headphone jack in my computer. It's a long way to get sound, isn't it? I think now that my game sound is a little bit delayed, I still think though. I'm gonna have to watch back on the editing, but I think that the game audio is it's synced up in OBS. It's just a bit delayed with the monitoring thing, which is fine because it only goes for me and not necessarily for you. And we are flying now as here we are in a 80-mile-per-hour speed limit, which is the fastest that we've been able to go all day. As speed's gonna go back down again, but we're gonna just ignore that. Okay, yeah, okay, let's go back. Okay, fine, we'll go back down to the speed. Oh, this isn't our destination. Our destination is just up the road, just... Oh, no, this is our Oh. Oh, no, this is our destination. Oh. Whoopsie. This is our destination. So the points were set... Oh, I know what happened. That stupid HST train. Wait, no, we wouldn't have been able to get there anyway because the points were... Wait. Alright, whatever. Okay, well, let's finish the job properly at least. Okay, set the points like that. And then... Okay, then we'll get ready to pull into these sidings and then we'll be done for the day. That doesn't take as long as that. Okay, so now it's 4:30. So, okay, so maybe wondering when I'm actually recording this. So I'm recording this video on Thursday, which is a bit weird because you're not going to be seeing this video until Sunday, as is with the new upload schedule. By the way, so yeah, like I said, I have a new upload schedule now. So, if you didn't see the Generation 4 launch video, watch that because that's where I lay out all of the details. But yeah, so it's 4:30 as of time recording this, which is actually half hour away before Generation 4 launches. Actually about 20 minutes away from when I'm supposed to be publishing my Fiverr gig. And one I forgot to mention earlier, so this is my first regular standard video in the Generation 4 era. But as of when I'm recording this video, I haven't actually launched Generation 4 yet, so yeah, this is gonna be weird when I'm watching this video back. Because by the time this video comes out, Generation 4 will already be a few days old. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the Rosworth Vale route. We will probably return to this route at some point, though, and we'll probably play a scenario that's, well, either a scenario that's made by me, but this time I actually got the AIs to go the correct way, or it's just a pay war scenario with some moves in it. But that's a long time from now. The next video, though, will be on a different route. Actually, I might as well tease the route that we'll be on next. So, the route that we'll be looking at in the next Trainz 2 video is technically a route that we've already looked at, but technically a route that we haven't. You may have no idea what the heck I'm talking about. Well, just wait. Actually, you know what's a positive about this new release schedule? Rather than having to wait an entire month for the next Trainz 2 video, now you only have to wait 2 weeks for the next one. Yeah, because now we got a Trainz video coming out every week, which basically means that Trainz 2 videos will now be a bi-weekly thing as opposed to a monthly thing. Wait, no, bi-monthly. Or bi... The word bi-monthly is so stupid. Basically, in 2 Sundays from now, you'll be getting another Trainz 2 video. Alright, let's actually stop here, as here we are, and actually... one of these battles, now we have a shorter train. It's actually have a shorter braking distance now. That's good. Alrighty then. Well, I give myself a 5 out of 5 stars for doing everything properly. It says it hits the buffers. Okay, well that's just a brilliant end to this video. Wait, are we? Oh, the buffers actually stop you. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, there you go. Then that's the Rosworth Vale route, and that is this stupid coal train that we've been playing all day. But yeah, well, that's it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in whatever I make next.